Well, the last video where I covered 50 base game features in The Sims 4 did pretty well and most of you find it pretty helpful, but guess what? I've got even more base game features that I haven't shared yet. Hello guys, this is Abi aka onlyabidoang and today we're diving into 50 more base game features, so no packs or DLCs needed, that you might not know in The Sims 4. If you haven't checked out the first 50 features video yet, make sure to do that first or catch up with it after this video. Before continuing, I want to give a quick announcement that thanks to the EA affiliate program, I now have a creator code. If you're still interested in trying out the Sims 4 packs, they're on sale right now by the way, you can use the code onlyabidoang on the promo code bar here and check out in the EA app or thesims.com if you want to support me and the channel, since I'll get 5% commission from each purchase. And I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, this isn't a discount code, so keep that in mind, but it's all up to you to decide. Alright, enough with that, let's take a look at these base game features. Toddler and child Sims can click on sandy terrains, or literally the entire terrain of Oasis Springs, to play in the sand. They'll grab a bucket and small shovel to mess around with the sand, boosting their fun need. Adults, on the other hand, can draw a smiley face or a star in the sand. With this trick, you can even create a sandbox area for your Sims to enjoy. If your Sim has a book they've written in their inventory, you can click on a microphone and have them read an excerpt from it. They will then narrate their book using the mic, even though no one around really pays attention to it. If you place a double bed right up against a wall, Sims who want to use the enclosed side will simply scoot over to that side. In the astronaut career, if your Sim reached level 8 of the Interstellar Smuggler branch, they can now make this special alien juice using the bar. If drunk, you may get one of these 3 buffs: a confident buff that boosts charisma skill gain, an energized buff that increases fitness skill gain, or a focused buff that lowers social need decay and increases relationship gain. Meanwhile, if they've reached level 8 of the Space Ranger branch, they can mix this space energy drink that if drunk, will replenish a moderate amount of their energy need. In Create a Sim, if you rotate your Sim to look to their sides, you can drag their back area using the mouse cursor to adjust their posture, whether you want them to be slouched or standing upright. You can click on your Sim to have them sit right on the ground where they're standing. They can still do plenty of things while seated. Plus, Sims wearing skirts, dresses, or robes will sit differently. They will kneel on the floor instead of crossing their legs. Remember the first-person view mode I mentioned in the previous video? Turns out that when you move the camera around in this mode, your Sim's head actually moves too, and you can see it clearly if you look in the mirror. If you pause the game, their head will stay still until you unpause it. With this in mind, you can do this trick where if you want to take a great screenshot of whatever your Sim is doing, enter first-person mode and unpause to move their head in the direction you want. Then pause, exit first person, and adjust it so that your Sim looks at the camera. It works even better if you have custom poses installed. Missed the login reward events back in June 2024? Worry not, because I have them all in the gallery in the form of this room. After placing it, use the eyedropper tool to make more of them and the design tool to change their swatches. It includes a compact bar table, a mini fridge, this other version of the nanocan trash can, a dartboard, and a vending machine. And since vending machines are here, this means that Death by Vending Machine is also available for the base game, where the ghost will have a fizzing can inside. For the practice makes perfect trait, just use this sheet to include it to your Sim. I also have the household with the Create a Sim parts here, but I think it may be a bit difficult to copy and modify them to other Sims. If you've updated the game on 18 September 2024, you can also get the Built by objects from the upcoming Reaper's Rewards login event from the gallery that will be held later on 24th of September 2024, because apparently some players managed to unlock the new Built by objects way earlier. Like before, you can use the eyedropper tool and the design tool to modify them. So there's this Grimophone object that, aside from playing music, lets you summon the Grim Reaper to come have a visit, which is a much more efficient alternative compared to sacrificing a Sim. This Lost Tome that allows you to gain skill in cooking, gourmet cooking, and fishing all at the same time. This Grim Reaper themed bicycle. This creepy painting that can change its appearance and make Sims scared if they look at it for a while. This Freezer Bony Dolls thing as a new limited time collectibles. And this casket, which functions the same as the coffins from Vampire's game pack, but now in the base game, so Sims can sleep in it. And if you've missed the events, this method will still work like wonders. If you eat 3 plates of grilled cheese in a row, you'll unlock the option to have the grilled cheese aspiration. There are 3 stages to complete, and the objectives can get pretty crazy, like talking about grilled cheese with Grim Reaper and eating grilled cheese in space. If completed, you'll get the Melt Master reward trait, which lets you paint grilled cheese themed paintings and even summon a plate of grilled cheese out of thin air. Just make sure you're in a good mood when you do, or you might end up with a spoiled grilled cheese instead. Some meals have different calorie counts and can make your sim gain weight if they eat them too often and do not work out. This is all recorded in the game files. For instance, junk food like a slice of pepperoni pizza has 500 calories, while healthier food like garden salad only contains 50 calories. Keep in mind that just because something's higher in calories doesn't mean it fills up their hunger better, because that's a whole different stat. To have sims lose weight, always go for a cardio workout, like going jogging and using the treadmill. Strength workouts, like using the exercise machine, only increases your sim's muscle mass in this game. With level 4 handiness skill, you can upgrade the digitally sketchpad to have better performance. Once upgraded, you'll be able to finish a large painting about 4 or 5 times faster than on an easel, making the easel pretty much obsolete here. In the style influencer career, if you've reached level 6 of the stylist branch or level 8 of the trendsetter branch, you'll gain the ability to give other sims a makeover. This is perfect for those ugly-ass townies you often encounter in the game, and it's also a great non-cheaty way to customize their outfits directly. And if you've reached level 10 of the stylist branch or level 7 of the trendsetter branch, you can create clothing trends for either masculine or feminine sims. After assigning a trend, you'll start seeing other sims around town rocking the outfits you've designed. Surprisingly, I just found out that some players aren't aware that you can have more than one outfits for each category. Yeah, these have been a thing since the very beginning. Just click on this little plus icon right here and you can create up to 5 different outfits per category. In live mode, you can switch between them manually, or your sims might randomly pick one to wear on their own. Still in Create a Sim, you can remove these filter tags right here to unlock way more outfit options for your sims, including the feminine or masculine tag and the outfit category tag. Wanna wear a full-blown wedding dress as pajamas? Go ahead, no one's stopping you now. If you befriend this Lindsay smart speaker here, yes, it can be befriended if you interact with it often. They may sometimes compliment you randomly, making you happy. You will also get the option to set wake-up routines. After you set one, every time your sim wakes up right next to it, they are supposed to get one of these 3 buffs, but apparently this feature is bugged right now, so nothing happens. They may also automatically hire a repair person or a maid if there are dirty or broken objects for free, but this is also bugged apparently. In fact, the majority of the smart speakers feature is pretty much broken. I cannot even order regular service through here. It's a shame, man, especially since these bugs have been around for quite some time. You can place certain objects under a loft bed without cheats besides just another bed, and they will still be usable. You can fit couches, living chairs, desks with computers, dressers, infant cribs, toddler beds, and even double beds. You can also rotate some of these items at a 90-degree angle for more variety. While still on the topic of bunk beds, clumsy sims may sometimes slip and fall while climbing down the ladder of a bunk bed. Ouch, that definitely looks painful. You can buy this tragic clown painting and then view it. Your sim will start to cry right after, but there's a chance that after that, this tragic clown NPC will come to your home looking all sad and stuff. They will also try to cheer your sims up, but it'll always fail, making your sims even sadder. After some time, they will go away on their own, but you can use the send home interaction to make them leave faster. Additionally, sims can wear the same clown outfit. If worn, they will feel perpetual sadness and will also make sims near them miserable. You will also unlock the juggle and tragically try to cheer up interactions that will always fail. If you leave a trash pile on the ground for 24 hours, it'll turn into a plant called the trash plant. If mature, it'll produce trash fruits, which looks like a bunch of little trash bags. And surprise surprise, sims can eat these things and get the same happy buff as when they eat any other fruit. If a sim is feeling sad, they can use the phone to call the sadness hotline. Doing this will make all their sad buffs expire faster. The eyes of the stuffed animals can change depending on how you treat them. They will have happy eyes if you treat them nicely, and sad eyes if you neglect them or treat them harshly. If there's a fire in your home, most sims will scream in panic after evacuating, but not for sims with the materialistic trait, because they will cry really hard because of it. Meanwhile, sims with the erratic trait will act all excited and stuff. If a newborn baby gets taken away due to neglect, their parents might sometimes cry over the empty bassinet afterward. Damn it, Emily, take care of your baby properly for once. Sims with the genius trait may randomly get a eureka moment when they take a shower or any other daily activities. Experiencing this gives your sim a little boost of progress on one of their known skills. They can also solve hard problems to increase their logic skill on their own. Tired of that plain old white ceiling? Click on this icon in buy mode and you can change your ceiling patterns per tiles or per rooms with floor patterns. Plus, ceilings are entirely independent from the floor tiles upstairs. If you click on one of your Sims' need icons, they will automatically try to solve it on their own, so you don't have to click on the object yourself. But sometimes, their choices can be pretty frustrating. For example, if you click on the energy need, they might decide to go take a nap on the couch across the room instead of just sleeping in the bed right next to them. Sims and their logic, man. Sims with the cheerful trait can perform this look at the bright side interaction when they have negative emotional buffs. Once done, all these buffs' duration will immediately be shortened. You need to be careful when using this backyard telescope, because if you're unlucky, your sim may randomly get this scared buff about a meteorite heading right to them. If this happens, they need to get indoors immediately and at all costs before the buff expired. If they're too late to take actions, the meteorite will strike directly to your sim and they will die due to the impact. You can move the meteorite around in buy mode after that, but the creator will also follow it. The meteorite will then disappear after a while. The ghost of the sim will have a meteorite inside their body and will always get hit by meteorites at random times, even indoors. But they will survive and the mess created will dissipate on its own. If you don't pay your bills and already have your power and water shut down, after 24 hours, this repo person NPC is supposed to come to take a few objects to cover up your bills. But again, I think this feature is bugged now because in my game, the repo person just showed up, used my gym, and read a book instead of doing their job. And what if there's nothing to repossess? They will just come, give out this statement, leave, and then come back every day until you pay your bills or have something for them to repossess. With level 10 gardening skill, you'll be able to order this rare plant seed for 1000 simoleons. Besides rare plant seeds, you may also get one of these 6 emotional magic beans. If you decide to find all 6 of them, which can drain your sim's wallet if you're not too lucky, place all of them in this special tree stump that you can buy in buy mode. After that, water the tree stump and it'll grow into this magical tree portal. Enter the portal and not long after that, your sim will end up getting this forbidden fruit. You can eat it straight away, but I suggest that you plant it first to produce more of them. If eaten, they will transform into a PlantSim, a plant-based temporary occult for 5 days where their skin and hair will turn green. Plant Sims have slightly different needs compared to regular Sims. The hygiene need will be replaced by the water need, which can be replenished by consuming or getting in contact with water. Meanwhile, they can only replenish their hunger need by going outside when the sun is out so they can photosynthesize, but it costs them their water need. Ever thought about having a first kiss with another sim, asking them to be your romantic partner, and then proposing them all in quick successions? Well, guess what? You cannot do that anymore. Even the sims themselves are aware that it's all too quick now, so no more marriage speedrun. Sims who have been married for a while can use the wedding arch again to renew their vows. They can do this anytime they want, even if they're already elders. Any adult Sims can use the phone to have a science baby as a single parent for 1200 simoleons. This way, they can skip the entire pregnancy but still have a baby with their own genetics instantly. They can also ask other Sims to have a science baby together as long as you're close with them, and it doesn't even have to be romantic. The baby will inherit genetics from both, and both Sims will be considered the parents. Infants may get a bonus reward trait after they grow up based on how you take care of them. If you neglect them and don't pay attention to their needs, they can have this unhappy infant trait that makes relationship loss decrease even faster after a negative reception. If you pay attention to them, keep them happy most of the time, and take care of their needs properly, they will gain the happy infant trait or even the top-notch infant trait if you take an extra care for them, where any relationship loss will decrease much slower after a negative reception. And for top-notch infants, at any age, they may also randomly gain this happy buff from time to time. For toddlers, if they reach at least level 3 in all toddler skills, they will grow up with the Happy Toddler reward trait. And if they max out all their toddler skills, they will get the top-notch toddler reward trait. These traits give a permanent boost to all skill gains, with the top-notch Toddler getting the biggest boost. If you raise a platform in build mode high enough so it's close to the ceiling, only child sims and younger can access it since adults are too tall to fit. Wanna make it even more exclusive? Raise it even higher, and now only toddlers can go up there. And technically infants, but they cannot use stairs, so... You may notice this one sim that stays the same and never grows older in your save. Her name is Alex Moyer, a pre-made townie that originally was from the old tutorial section of The Sims 4, which has been replaced by this Emily guide. If you cannot find her, she's probably under the Not in World section in Manage Household. You can still interact with her and even have her in your household like regular Sims. And turns out that she's both immortal and invincible. She remains on her first day of young adulthood forever, and you cannot even age her up with the birthday cake. She also cannot die of any cause, whether from fire, drowning, starvation. All methods of killing Sims will never work on her. If you have mods that shows hidden traits like Show Sim Info, for some reason she has a hidden trait that disables aging and death completely. Having a hard time locating a sim that's nearby? Just head over to the relationship panel and click on their portrait. You'll have two options: focus the camera to quickly move the camera to their location, or lock the camera to move and keep the camera following them wherever they go. At level 7 of the Christmas skill, your Sims can start asking other Sims for a small loan of 500 simoleons, and at level 9, they can request a large loan of 2000 simoleons. You can ask for both from the same Sim, totaling 2500 simoleons, and while you can technically repay the loans, there's no actual consequence if you don't. You can actually change the swatch of toilet paper rolls to decide whether the paper goes over or under. If you ever find yourself curious about the Grim Reaper's career, you can ask about it when he's around and you'll get a range of hilarious responses. And if you ask him if he's single, he'll also give out a pretty serious answer. And good luck trying to convince him to go for his dream job or expand his family, because he will respectfully decline them. Your Sims can take a bath and watch the TV or listen to the stereo at the same time. However, they can no longer drink while bathing. It used to work, but not anymore apparently. Researching plants doesn't just level up your Sim's gardening skill, but it also gives you information about the plants, which is recorded in this notebook menu. This includes details on various grafting combinations for compatible plants. Sims who have completed the Master Chef aspiration will get this Fresh Chef reward trait. With this, any dish they whip up will always be of great quality and won't ever spoil. If bathing your little ones feel like too much of a chore, you can use the sink to clean your infants and toddlers in a quicker way. Doing this only increases a small amount of their hygiene need though, so you may have to use it multiple times. If your Sim has an enemy but then they die, instead of crying, they will react excitedly and laugh at their demise. They will also get a happy buff for knowing that their enemy has just died, and will be even happier if they witness it themselves. And instead of mourning, they can only laugh at their tombstone, giving them another happy buff. Sims can still socialize with each other over fences. The same also applies if one Sim is on the ground and the other is on a raised platform, as long as they're not too far apart. Certain build mode items can impact gameplay. For instance, some floor tiles offer better fire resistance, while others might be more susceptible to flames. And finally, ghosts that have joined your household can be instructed to ghostly repair broken objects. This only works on broken non-electronic objects though, so you can only fix the electronic ones the old-fashioned way. So those are 50 more base game features in The Sims 4, making the list to be 100. And do you know more hidden features in the base game that I haven't mentioned in the last 2 videos? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. I hope that you like it, and if you do, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't for more Sims contents like this. See you later!